is Case from Q101, and this is A Case For at Lollapalooza, a show in which I have coerced management and letting me talk to my favorite bands. And we are here at Lolla with Jackson of the wonderful band from Atlanta, Silly Goose. It is a pleasure to bring you to Q101. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me, Case. I appreciate you taking the time.
I am so excited to talk to you guys because as we're sitting here talking, tomorrow, August 1st, will mark 3 years since the first time that my eyes were fixated on your band.
Oh, yes?
I was at Subterranean watching a Turnstile after show.
Oh, yeah. We pulled up outside of that,
weekend.
yeah.
I'm walking down the stairs in Wicker Park about to go home, and all of a sudden, a rogue band appears, and you guys played on the streets of Chicago. You guys are known at this point for this grind that you have of playing in these odd locations. Yes. But what do you remember, if anything, about that specific night playing after the Turnstile
That
show?
one was a minute ago. Usually, like, when people recognize us from, like, a street show or something, it'll be, like a really big one. That's a deep cut.
It was great. It was the last thing I was expecting.
No, it was awesome. I mean, we've been fans of Turnstile for a really long time. So we were in Chicago for whatever reason. I don't remember why, but we were just like, let's pull up outside of the Turnstile show, and now we're here.
It's a beautiful story. I want to talk about the new record. I do have one more question just on playing in these streets, which is, what's the wildest run-in we've had with law enforcement? Because I would imagine there are certain hoods you show up to where they can't be thrilled to see your band.
Yeah, most of the time it's just that they'll just give you a hard time. I've probably done over like 300 shows in the street. I played so many of them. I just only post the good ones. Yeah, we don't do as much of those anymore. But the craziest one I've had, I was put in handcuffs one time. I've never been arrested. And then one time, like, a security guard, like, punched me in the face. So that was fun. But those are probably the craziest times. And then last year outside Lollapalooza, we played at the gas station last year.
Outside the BP.
And the video of us playing our song Tsunami just, like, went viral. And I think that's how we're here this year. Yeah.
As a performer, because I watched you guys play at Lolla on a real stage this year, and I want to talk about that in just a second. But taking shows from the streets to the stage, what did you learn as essentially a street performer that has maybe helped you adapt to now playing in venues?
I mean, it's kind of the same mindset going into both of them. I mean, granted, one of them is a real show and one of them is like this crazy thing that I'm doing. But people like want to be like entertained and want to have a good time. So every show I go into, it's just like I want everyone to have fun. It doesn't matter if we fuck up a part or sorry, I don't know if I can curse on
All
here.
good, brother.
But it doesn't matter if we fuck up a part or if I don't hit the right note or whatever. I mean, obviously we want to be as good as we can, but my main priority is I just want everyone to have fun and build like a community and have a good time and walk away from our set like, man, Silly Goose, like that was a great time. Like that's kind of the main thing I go into each show thinking.
There's a band called Spiritual Cramp. I don't know if you're hip to them or not.
I do know Spiritual Cramp.
You guys remind me a lot of them in that you're a phenomenal band in your own right, but when I see you guys kick off a show, like you guys kicked off Lolla today, I go, what a fantastic setting for this band because you're not boring. It's guaranteed to be a great time. And you guys kicked off Lolla today at the Grove stage. It was supposed to rain. It didn't. It looked like a packed house from what I saw. I caught most of that set. Your defining memory from Lollapalooza 2025, what is it?
Well, first, that's funny you say Spiritual Cramp. First, I love them, but they're also on our label, too.
Shout out Blue Grapes Music. Shout out Spiritual Cramp, friends of the show.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. They're fantastic guys. They've helped me book interviews before. They're the nicest guys in the world. But yes, anyways, continue.
Sorry, remind me of
Lollapalooza 2025, what's your memory of it?
Lollapalooza 2025. My memory is just like, I mean, the set went amazing, and it's all like I've played to some very big crowds before. I'm very fortunate to have done that, but this one felt different because Lollapalooza is just like so I'm not answering your question exactly.
No, please, do your thing.
But, Lollapalooza is more of like, it's different than like the type of festivals we've been on, and it just feels like we broke into the mainstream a little bit, it feels like a big deal or a big accomplishment for me. So just like the whole thing is an amazing memory.
I'm so glad you get that feeling of almost validation of breaking into the mainstream.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about your band is every time I see an interview with you, I read an interview with you, you talk about the ethics of DIY and the punk scene growing up there. Who's the band that really blew the DIY ethos door open for you that made you go, oh, this is possible on a tangible level. I can go out and start a band today and really make something happen in my own scene.
I'm not sure. I've had a lot of like bands influence me in terms of like the type of music I like. I don't know, and there's plenty of like really cool DIY bands. Off the top of my head, I'm kind of blank. Like I can't. Most of the bands that have influenced me have been like because I like their music, like Limp Bizkit or Rage Against the Machine.
Yes.
In terms of doing DIY stuff, I just have always liked the DIY community, and I've my whole life, like, whether it's music or, like, working a day job before, like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to give it my all, and I like going against the grain and, like, building shit in the street or, like, doing what we do. So that's kind of, like, where the inspiration for that came from is just, like, yeah, Silly Goose is like a DIY band that I want the whole world to know. Or it's like the way we do things is very DIY. The way we do things is very punk rock. We don't have like a huge like team or anything. We do have an amazing team though, and I'm very thankful for them. But it's just us going against the grain, trying to make shit happen.
The world will get a better chance to know you. October 17th is when your next record, Keys to the City, drops. I've heard it. I'll say I've heard it. I love it. Congratulations on the record.
Thank you so much.
It's fantastic. What did you learn recording your first full length compared to this one that you went like, okay, we've got one under our belt. I want to do this better next time around?
Well, a lot changed from our first full length was just like music we made in high school. It was me and our drummer, Alan. Just the two of us trying to figure out how being in a band works or like how to record or write music. So this one I feel like is a huge step up from that. I feel like our EP that we put out was a huge step up from the first full length, and this is a step up from that. So just like the whole songwriting process, how to write a song, how to record it, like lingo in the studio, my goal when we write a song, just so much of it has changed. But yeah, the new music, there's a lot more like screaming and there's a lot more singing. It's still very heavy, but there's very like catchy hooks that you can sing along to, and I just kind of want to do it all.
I love that. Let's end with this. Put yourself in the position of it's October 17th. The record has hit streaming services, although we encourage everybody to buy a physical copy of it wherever you may do that. You're sitting there, you're scrolling through your phone, you're checking your DMs. What's the one thing on the record that you're most excited for people to hear so that when you're on tour, you're on your phone, somebody goes, hey, man, I heard this, and that was awesome, and that's going to make your day?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely, in our music, I like to work in some funny lyrics. There's some funny ones in there that I'll let people find for themselves. So there's definitely certain lyrics I'm like excited to hear back or hear people's feedback. In terms of like songs, my favorite song keeps changing. My favorite songs off the record though are probably, and to people watching this won't mean anything, but "Give Me My Money," "Neighbors," and "Traffic" are like my three favorite songs on the record. And I'm so excited for people to hear it.
Well, everybody, buckle up for those. Before you go, look into this camera. Tell people how they can support Silly Goose, where they can find you, what's going on with the Goose.
Yes, so you can find social media, you can find Silly Goose on all social media platforms. Our Instagram is our most primarily used. It's Silly Goose ATL. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming services. You can get merchandise at sillygooserap.com. And follow along, join the journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. As always, this is A Case For on Q101. My name is Case. I'm on Instagram @_Case Lowe. That is CaseLowe. New episodes of A Case For every Monday. Go back through our archives. Knocked Loose, Jeff Rosenstock, Militarie Gun, Spiritual Cramp. They've all been on the show. I am proud to have Silly Goose here. Congratulations so much, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.